Let's try this again, shall we? I applied for that night. So the Champions League and Europa League really enjoyed the Champions League this week. The Europa League, it was what it was, and I didn't watch any of the conference league games. So I'm not going to talk about the conference league. Obviously, I don't know why I said that. That would be stupid, but anyway, the probably the most surprise. Well, I wouldn't even say it's surprising at this point. Barcelona and Juventus and Atletico Madrid are all knocked out of the Champions League, and they're going to go into the Europa League. I I think one of them three teams could win it. I don't think Juventus are going to win it. To be honest, even though they even though Juventus probably have a good enough squad to win it, in my opinion, I just think that where they are right now, I just think I just think I just think teams like Man United would would beat them, to be honest. And and even if they did get to the final, I believe Atletico, Atletico Madrid or Barcelona would also be in the final. So I can't see Juventus winning it. And to be honest with you, I just think Juventus are fucked when it comes to Barcelona. It's the sort of thing I could see them winning and then building up that next season. Same thing with Atletico Madrid. I think teams like Arsenal and Man United are fucked because I don't think they have a chance. Well, let me let me not say that. I think Man United might have a chance, but I don't think Arsenal are anywhere near same quality of players. Real Madrid and Atletico and Atletico do. And to be honest, I would argue that Juventus have have a better side than Arsenal, have a better side than Arsenal do, even at this point. And let's be honest, Juventus don't have the same start, don't have the same elite players that they once did. They, they have they have good players. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have like the best in the world anymore, like they once did. So, so, so going back to the Champions League, let's talk about Spurs, shall we? Spurs. I understand you lost. Well, they didn't lose. Sorry, they were against Sporting 1-1, and I know they had a goal chalked off in the last minute thanks to VAR. But I'm sorry, Spurs have enough quality in order to beat Sporting, in my opinion. It's not, maybe I'm wrong, but I think Spurs will be beating Sporting with all due respect to Sporting. And this is the problem. This is the problem with a defensive style of football. When it works for you, it's great and everybody loves it. But when 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 come on to you, what I'm trying to say is yes, yes, yes. Spurs can feel hard done by, of course they can, but Spurs had more than enough had more than enough t- time to create a early. Like Spurs should have won that game 3-0 in my opinion, based off their quality. But obviously, because of how they play, they they tried to they just get the win 1, and that ended up biting them in the arse. I personally feel if Spurs would have just came out and tried to attack, and they could have, I believe, they could have scored 2 or 3 past them. And that's with all due respect to Sporting. Like, I just feel like the amount, the amount of, the amount of quality that Spurs have, they should be put Sporting, in my opinion. And what the upside, I don't know. I've only seen it from one but from what I saw, it did look upside, and they went to VR, and they determined they were offside. So I don't know what to say. It looked offside to me, and but as I said, I only from the one angle. So I understand that it's a questionable offside at best, but Spurs could have created more, and then you wouldn't have to rely on the last minute goal being put off. So Chelsea are going through their group, so fair play to them. And when you can see how they started the group draw, with a draw, or who did they get a draw? Because they got the opening game of the Champions League. They I think they got a draw. No, hang on. They 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 lost the opening game of the Champions League, and then Thomas Thomas Tuchel was sacked, and and then they bought and then they bought Graham Potter in, and ever since they've done that, they lost, they haven't lost they have not lost a game in the Champions League, and they've qualified first in their group. So fair play to Chelsea. Who, who, who did who did who did Chelsea play in their first group game? I think it was. So so anyway, Liverpool are going through first leg. No, sorry, Liverpool are going through second leg group. Obviously, Napoli have been the best team in their group. They gave Liverpool a right tasting in in, in they they gave Liverpool a tasting when Liverpool went to Italy. So there you go. And what I will say about Liverpool, they look they look. Thank, thank, thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. I, I, I couldn't remember where. For some reason, I thought it was. I thought it was Frank. I thought it was Frankfurt for some reason, but I appreciate that. So, so, so as where was I? Where was I? Liverpool. Yeah. So they finished second in their group, only to Napoli. Napoli have been unbelievable in this group stage. They they they've completely destroyed every other team in their group. You would expect Liverpool to qualify out the group, to be honest, because obviously Ajax have a good young of the Ajax have a good young side, but I don't think they have the same. I don't think they have enough quality to get. To be honest, Ajax are a good young side, but I don't think they have the quality to compete with Liverpool and your Real Madrid and your Napoli's of the tournament. And the Europa League is probably where they I don't how do I say this? The Europa League is probably going to be better for them, to be honest. There you go. Um, what what when it comes to PSG, I'm not surprised that they got out of their group. They should be getting out of their group, to be honest. And I think they're one of the favourites to win the whole thing. Same thing with Bayern Munich, to be honest. The one thing I will say, I think PSG are very easily stopped. And and could could I I I think I thi- I think I think I think the manager will be fine at Arsenal. I think Arteta will be fine at Arsenal. I don't I don't I don't I don't I don't think last night's performance will affect Arteta in terms of his job. He'll be fine. And so, sorry everyone, 1 minute. So where was I? PSG. I think I think PS. I think PS. I think PSG. I think PSG. I think PSG. PSG are very easily stoppable. To be honest, if you- if 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 you stop the front three, you basically stop PSG. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do, but I think, I think, and is rel- relatively easy to stop. To be honest, if you put somebody with a bit of pace on him, I think you, I think it's that, I think you can stop him. To be honest, Neymar. The problem is with Neymar in the big games. Sometimes he cannot turn up, and Messi's a great player, but still he's stoppable, and because he don't really play don't really play don't really play in a competitive league week out. I think that really does affect them when it comes to Champions League. After the season, after the season, they're in cruise control, aren't they? And when it comes to the last, comes to the quarterfinals and to the finals of the Champions League, you have you have to be on you have to be on high you have to be on a high of form, and it and I just feel like them being in a league that's not really competitive for them. I think when it comes to the Champions League, I think they can really compete. They can really, you know, I don't know how to word it, but basically what I'm trying to say, it's all well and good beating teams in your league like nil or 9-0, like they do like they do sometimes from the Champions League, and you might have to dig in a little bit. They struggle with that. One one second, one sec. Sorry, one sec. Let, so I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a minute, mate. Who do I think won the Champions League and Europa League? So moving, uh, moving on to the Europa League. Moving on to the Europa League games. When it comes comes to Arsenal, as as somebody said in the live chat, one of the worst performances I've seen from Arsenal this season. But I can't lie. This performance been coming from Arsenal. Like, let's be honest, Arsenal should have conceded five last night. It was only the fact it was only the fact that three of their goals were offside that really saved Arsenal from getting the place ding. To be honest, and let's be honest, if they were playing somebody, if they were playing like a, if they were playing somebody like a Barcelona, for example, or like, no, let's say Barcelona, but let's say who's a good Europa League team, that, like, who's a good Europa League team that always did well in the Europa League. Let's say, you know what, what? Okay, let's say Barcelona, yeah. That might be a bit extreme, but if they were playing somebody like Barcelona, they would have conceded. They would have conceded 5 or 6 last night because honestly, the defense were terrible, and when they needed to get goals, he brought on he brought 2 defenders. I'm sorry, but should not be Arsenal should not be losing to PSV. With all due respect to them, Arsenal have the better side on paper, and you can tell by the way they came out. They were just not there mentally, and 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 let's be honest, if they were playing a half decent side, they would they, they would have got smashed 5-0. And as I say, the only reason that they didn't is because they were offside. Like, three of their goals were offside. I, I'm not trying to be a dick to PSV, but you know what I mean. Arsenal should be beating PSV on paper, and yes, they've had a good start to the season. But I just don't think the performances have been outstanding. They've had a lot of good performances, but as I said, the performances in the league have been terrible. When 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 it when it co- when it comes to Barcelona, I don't. when it when it, sorry 1 minute. When it comes to Barcelona, I just think the performances. Let's say this. Let's say this. Barcelona for years. I've been, I've been. How do I say this? Obviously, obviously they've been a lead for a long time, but the bad financial problems that they caused. So this is what you get, isn't it? And honestly, it couldn't happen to a nicer side. I think they completely deserve what's been going on with them, to be honest. And the performances in the Champions League are not surprising, to be honest. Uh, And so there you go. So moving on to Man United. I'm not. They should be beating Sheriff nil. To be honest, I know people were saying 5-6, but to be honest with you, I I think Sheriff are gonna come there and be that open. To be honest, I knew I thought they put they were gonna put 11. They were gonna put 10 man on the ball and just try and keep the score down as much as they could, and that's what they did. I mean, when you think about how think about how Man United got their goals, let's be honest. Let's be honest. They did they didn't they did they didn't they didn't really have any. They didn't they didn't really have any amazing goals, did they? Like they didn't they they did carve they didn't really carve Sheriff open, did they? Like they had some good goals. Like I I thought Rashford, even though with a crossing in the wing from Luke Shaw, a really good cross by the way. I would have expected Rashford to take that goal. So and Ronaldo goal was not surprising. I think I think I think at this point I just think it's saddest how Ronaldo has fallen, to be honest. Like when you look at Messi still doing his thing at at PSG, even as I said, even that I said week to week, PS, PS, PS are playing the same quality that Man United are playing. When it comes to European football, Messi's just out playing Ronaldo, and and I- and I know and I know Messi's in the better side. Ronaldo, obviously, but 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 still, even when you watch Messi play, he just seems a lot more fresh. Obviously, uh, Messi's a lot younger. Well, not a lot younger, like he's a couple years younger than Ronaldo. So, and, al- and also when I go back to the Man United, I just I when you when you can when you consider Man United had all that all that all that possession, and when you consider how they dominated the ball, like all I- all I'm saying is a couple of seasons ago they would not have had that they would not have had all of that possession on the ball, and they would have let Shearer back into the game a couple of seasons ago. So they are improving under 10 Hog. I probably said that wrong, but you know what I meant. And at the end of the day, look, it was a good performance by Man United, but it wasn't it wasn't like a blowaway performance, was it? It was just a mature performance, and I've got no doubt Man United could have went through the gears if they wanted, and even the manager came out and said it's not a great performance, it's an okay performance. So that's what you want to hear if you're a Man United fan, because it wasn't a great performance by the quality that they've got, but it was a mature performance. That's what I'm trying to say, and they're they're able to put themselves into a good position next week. So there you go. So so let me know what you think, and I guys for all of the pauses, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good day, and I don't think I've got anything. Man, Man City went through in their group, but to be honest, nothing happened in their game. Literally nothing happened. So there you go. So when it comes when it comes when it comes to who I think win the Champions League and the Europa League, I think the Europa League will be won by Barcelona. To be honest, that's who I can see winning it. They're more athletic, Atletico Madrid. That's who I think in the Europa League. In terms of the Champions League, I think Real Madrid could win it, or Man City. No, actually, I think it will come down to four teams: Real Madrid, Man City, PSG, and Bayern Munich. I think it'll be it'll be Real Madrid and Bayern Munich final, and I think Real Madrid will win it again. So, 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 so there you go. I, I, uh, when it comes to Barcelona's performances, as I said earlier, I'm not surprised by their performances. That when they they do, they've done this to themselves by spending what by having what way too many players on on high wages for years, so I don't feel sorry for them in their situation, to be honest. So, so there you go. And in terms of their performances in the Champions League, I'm not surprised when you look at their group. Let me know what you thought down below, and I apologise for bit I apologise for taking so long with this, and but I hope I hope you enjoy it nevertheless, and I will speak to you later. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.